नमो नमस्ते गुरवे महात्मने विमुक्तसंगाय सदुत्तमाय नित्याद्वयानन्दरसस्वरूपिणे भूम्ने सदा पारदयाम्बुधाम्नि नमस्ते नमस्ते विभो विश्वमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते चिदानन्दमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते तपोयोगगम्य नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिज्ञानगम्य स्वाराज्य साम्राज्य विभूतिरेषा भवत्कृपा श्रीमहिमप्रसादात् प्राप्ता मया श्रीगुरवे महात्मने नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमस्तस्मै सदैकस्मै कस्मै चिन्महसे नमः यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते. So, we were discussing that to get rid of the Tamo guna bondage, we have to cultivate more of Rajo guna and Sattva guna. To get rid of the Rajo guna bondage, we have to cultivate more of Sattva guna. Naturally, the question will be that we discussed yesterday the Sattva guna also creates bondage. Sukha sangena badnati, jnana sangena chanaga. So how to get rid of the Sattva guna bondage? Can you show the 12th slide? This is one of the most important shloka of 14th chapter. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram do it properly. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram yada drashtanupashyati गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति.
It is the 19th verse of 14th chapter. Those who have book, you can see in the book. Nanyam gunebhyah kartaram
नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं
यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति
यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति
गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति.
मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति.
Yada drashta. Drashta means we are all drashta. Those who are seeing, the seer. Yada drashta gunebhya anyam. Different from the three gunas. Gunebhya anyam. Kartaram na anupashyati. Kartaram, that any other agency, beyond the three gunas, he doesn't see anything, any karta, any doer. Na anupashyati. Anupashyati, why it is anupashyati? It could have been pashyati also. Anupashyati means following something. We are, normally what we are doing, we are seeing that some food has been taken. This is the pashyana. This is what we are seeing. The food has been taken. Behind that, we find who has taken the food. I say that I have taken the food. That means I am the karta who is taking food. So this karta we are positing. They are saying no. There is no karta. Your body, mind, personality is made of the three gunas. So some food that is also made of the three gunas. It's a product of nature. Your body, mind, personality is also a product of nature. So the three gunas in the form of your body, mind, personality is taking the food, which is a product of the three gunas. So it's only an action and interaction between the gunas alone. There is no karta coming in here. If at all there is a karta, it is the karta made by the gunas, not I. I is different. This is the main. We generally understand the shlokas by making it prose form, so that it becomes very easy. Those who know little Sanskrit also will be able to understand. He says that Yada drashta gunebhya anyam kartaram na anubashyati. Following the actions, they don't posit word you understand. No? Following the actions taking place, they don't posit any doer other than the gunas. It is the gunas who are functioning with the gunas, interacting with the gunas. This is not the only thing. Gunebhyascha param vetti. They see something. They see means vetti, means they know. It is not with the eyes. They are seeing, knowing something who is transcending the gunas. Gunebhyascha param, which is superseding the gunas, transcending the gunas, they come to know there. Gunebhyascha param vetti saha madbhavam adhigacchati. Such a seer, he attains my bhava. Now, anywhere in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is the guru, but he is a guru who has identified himself with the universal self, the Brahman or the Atma or Paramatma, whatever you can say. So he confidently uses the word, they can attain me, they attain my bhava. It is my bhava means Krishna is not then, are you going to attain his bhava? No. That my bhava is whatever bhava we get when we really know who we are. That is when we identify with our universal identity, the real identity, the consciousness. That is what he means by attains my bhava. So he no longer remains a small body-mind limited identity. His identity shifts from body-mind identity to the universal consciousness identity. That is what he is saying by mad bhavam saha adhigacchati. He attains my bhava. That is Krishna's bhava. Means the ultimate oneness. This is the crux of the whole sadhana. Repeatedly it is coming in various chapters in various ways. Earlier it was Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Another place it is so many places it is there, it's not coming to me. Prakrite kriyamanani karmani gunaih karma prakrite kriyamanani gunaih karmani sarvasah ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Swamiji has taught it yesterday, I think. That whatever actions are taking place in this huge universe, all these are done by Prakriti, means by the three gunas. Ahankara vimudhatma. We are deluded by our ahankara that I am doing. Kartaham iti manyate. By that we see that we are actually deluded by our ahankara or egotism. Now, ego, we say we should understand that we are never tampering with the real ego, the physical ego. If that ego is tampered with, our personality will not be able to function. Because basically the ego is the hub of our personality, which is relating all the five, the sense, the perceptions we are getting through the five sense organs. Also the memory of whatever we have learned, whatever we have seen earlier. By seeing somebody, I should be able to identify it is that person whom I have seen last year. It's all the function of the hub ego, who is relating the look of the person, the name of the person, the when did we see, all the past relationships, history, everything it is relating and allowing us, our body-mind personality to function. But the egotism is when we are forgetting that this body-mind personality is also a product of nature, which is interacting with nature. And we are positing something like, I have done it. And that I becomes most important to it. That is called the ahankara. That has to be dissolved, not the ego. Now, the question is that how to get to that transcendental level. Go to the 3rd chapter, 24 or something. No? This I-ness, who is a karta? The karta is coming after the karma. That is, something has been done. And following that it has been done by me. That me is, anu means following the passion. I am seeing some action. Behind that we are positing the karta. Action has been done. It's a guna, guneshu vartante. The gunas are functioning, everything is done. So why are we positing a special I there? I am great, I have done this. I am papi, I am sinful, so I have done something wrong. Which is giving rise to all our elation, depression and all kinds of troubles. Something happened, suppose a criminal. Why are we having a special hateful attitude towards a criminal? Suppose I had been born in his place, grown in him with his facilities and all, I might have become, I also could have become. It is nature's way that I should feel fortunate that I had not undergone such things, that I have been well born or well grown. So this everywhere, whatever we are doing, even when it is absolutely nothing I have to do, a good-looking person, particularly the girls, they are so egoistic about their look. Have they done anything? It is, if at all anybody has credit, it goes to the heredity. Buddhi, etc., you may have worked on. Look, also you may do many things, but the basic good look is coming from, absolutely from no credit of ourselves. But we like to always, both way, positive and negative. If something good, I have done it, something great. If something bad, I did it and I feel sinful about it. Both the places we are adding, positing that I, and unnecessarily giving him an upper mark or lower mark or whatever and getting into trouble. Indriyani paranyahu, indriyebhya par. It is 3.42 and 43. These two shlokas you just see. See, apparently they are different. They are spoken of in different contexts. But how in reading the Shastras they have to be related and how they are taking us to the same point, that I wanted to point out. Here he is saying, Indriyani paranyahu. Indriyebhyah param manaha.
इन्द्रियेभ्यः परं मनः
Manasastu para buddhihi.
मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः
Yo buddhe paratastu saha.
यो बुद्धेः परतस्तु सः.
He is saying the indriyas are extremely powerful. That all of us know. That the sense organs, they are extremely parani ahu. It is said that the indriyas, sense organs are very, very powerful. But know that indriyebhya param manaha, which we miss. That actually more powerful than the sense organs is our mind. Because without the support of mind, without the conjunction of the mind, the indriyas cannot do anything. They will only take the perception, that too will not be recorded in many cases. So, and manasastu parabuddhi, there is something else which is superior to the mind, which is the intelligence. Because intelligence is the one which is directing the mind. Yo buddhehe paratastu saha. Which we do not know is there is something still superior, which is transcending the buddhi also. And Krishna wants to focus on that. Yo buddhehe parataha tu saha. That is what he wants to take our attention to. Now, what is happening? The whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita, in chapter after chapter, we are suffering from some kind of sangha, delusion, clinging, etc. The reason we discussed various times that it is, the world has no problem at all. The problem is with our clinging to what I like and hating or intolerant about what we dislike. Yesterday we discussed that Ragadvesha viyuktaistu vishayan indriyashcharan atmavashyair vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati. If we can get rid of Ragadvesha, we can roam around in the same world without getting trapped by anything, without any clinging, without any hatred. So it is the problem is with the Ragadvesha, which is making us slave to the worldly situation and worldly objects. Is it not? We are becoming slave to the whatever is the situation. If we like, we will be happy. If we dislike, we will be sorry. That is what is clutching us. It is making us bound. That is the reason for bondage. Now, this Ragadvesha is basically working first on the indriyas, on our sense organs. But following the sense organs' preference and prejudice, the mind is also infected by this Ragadvesha. Is it not? So mind develops also raga for whatever the senses like and whatever dvesha for whatever the senses dislike. And the mind will have additional, which are not related to senses also. That also will be there, corresponding to that. The point here is this ragadvesha, or as we say, desire. You call it desire, call it ragadvesha, they are all same. The desire means desire for clinging to the likes and intolerant about dislike things. Their range is first on the indriyas. Then they are polluting, through the indriyas they are polluting the mind. And whatever the mind wants, according to that, the buddhi is suggesting. Suppose a thief wanting to have more and more money, or unrighteous way of collecting money. Now his indriyas are focused on that, his mind is focused on that, and the buddhi is telling how to steal from the bank or from here or there. That buddhi is also corrupted by the same desire or ragadvesha, and following the mind, the buddhi is also slave. So the whole system is functioning. The sense organs are slave to the world because of their ragadvesha. Following the sense organs, the mind is becoming slave to the world. Following the mind, the buddhi is becoming slave to the world. So if you have to purify the mind by the buddhi, mark my word, how are you going to do it? Buddhi is already corrupted. By a corrupt buddhi, you cannot purify a corrupt mind. So first of all, the buddhi has to be purified. How are you going to do it? And with the corrupt mind, you cannot purify the corrupt senses. So the whole thing has to be reversed in a manner that the buddhi has to be purified. Then that purified buddhi will be able to direct the mind towards purity. And with that mind, the senses can behave and strive for purity. This is what it is. Attraction and repulsion towards world objects and situations. That physical body with 5 senses, they are slave to that. Mind following that becomes slave. Intelligence under the clutch of worldliness, that is also becoming. This is how our personality works. We are slave to the world. The slavery works. By the ragadvesha, you like only to take sweet, you don't like the bitter things. That is how it is built, your body. Ask God or nature. That is how we are built. Mind.
They don't act on their own volition. So why do we say that the sense organs get corrupted or polluted first and then the mind?
Yeah, it is that only. That is what it. The first is the sense organs. Following that, the mind is joining hands with the sense organs. Following that, the intelligence is joining hands with them. Let us finish and then. Now go to the next one. This is how our mastery will work. Mastery over the world. Life anchored in real identity. What is that? We are completely inverting the control of the system. This is what they have said. Yo buddhe paratastu saha. I am trying to come to it from our own rationality. They have said that there is something transcending the buddhi, superior to the buddhi. You focus on that. Then they are saying, evam buddhehe param buddhva. Next sloka, 43, 3.43. Evam buddhehe param buddhva.
एवं बुद्धेः परं बुद्ध्वा
संस्थभ्यात्मानमात्मना
संस्थभ्यात्मानमात्मना
जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो
जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो
कामरूपं दुरासदम्
कामरूपं दुरासदम्.
This is the whole technique. What is that? Evam buddhehe param buddhva. That which is superior to the buddhi. First we have to understand that. Buddhva, not seeing with the eyes. knowing with the, it is ikshana, buddha, with the intelligence, with the understanding, we have to understand that. That which is superior to the buddhi. Then what do we have to do? Samstabhya, atmanam atmana. That trying to get fixed, anchored, stabilized in that which is superior to the buddhi. This is what we are trying to do in interaction now. You should be able to link up everything. In meditational sadhana, we are trying to find out which is superior to the buddhi. We said effortlessness is meditation, because the buddhi also will be effortful. Is it samadhi, is it not, etc. That also has to be left. So when you are absolutely free of effort or so, then you will discover the self or soul or the consciousness or the Atma or Brahman, whatever you may say, which is not under the clutch of the buddhi. Now this is beyond the three gunas. It is beyond the corruption of the desire and the ragadvesha, because there cannot be any change. This is we are pointing out some existence in our own personality, which is of course universal, but we have to go through our personality where it does not get contaminated by anything. That soul or self or consciousness is unchanging, unaffected, unpolluted, untainted. So we are landing on something which is uncorrupted. If we can get stabilized in that, and by that we try to purify the buddhi. You get my point? So that is called viveka. You should be able to relate everything. Viveka, vairagya, the sadhana chatushtaya. When the buddhi is anchored in our real identity, anchored in our inmost level, in our soul level, then the buddhi becomes viveka buddhi, because that is the reality, that is unchanging reality, unchanging truth about our own identity. So when the buddhi is established there, from there it can purify all others. So the Vishaya Buddhi, the Buddhi which is slave to the worldly things, worldly objects, worldly situations, that has to be replaced by our anchorage to the soul and convert the Buddhi into Viveka Buddhi. How do you keep quiet? How do you do it? I am saying how to do it. So we have to get access to that Viveka Buddhi. Viveka Buddhi will get enhanced as much as you get the anchorage. That is why we said that don't depend on the meditation alone. Because even if you meditation get a touch of that impersonal, untainted, imperishable soul, when you come back to the activity, your buddhi will not have the anchorage. You will be again lost in the world. You will be again corrupted. So it has to be replenished with the interactional sadhana, where the buddhi will be repeatedly contemplating on the dimension of the soul and get anchorage there. If you don't understand even then, I cannot do anything. So that will convert your Vishaya Buddhi, the flimsy Buddhi, the corrupted Buddhi, into a very pure understanding called Viveka Buddhi. Now apply that purified Buddhi to purify the mind, which is corrupted. That is what we are saying in interactional sadhana. What are you doing? You repeatedly bringing in the soul dimensions and trying to purify the mind. Whenever the mind is becoming selfish, the buddhi is saying, no, this is not the way. You have to become selfless. Whenever the mind is becoming jealous, competitive, you have to say, no, you are not the small, puny being. Everybody is, it's like you are the ocean where all the waves are functioning. This is how the buddhi is constantly working on the mind and purifying the mind. And after some time you will find this is what we mean by integration. Initially the mind may resist. So the buddhi has to act on the mind, clarify the mind. But when the mind understands the joy of expansion, the joy of inculcating the soul dimensions in it. Because it means expansion, it means lightness, it means strength, it means unshakable confidence for the mind. So naturally, as you practice it, the mind is growing those dimensions. After some time, there won't be any clash. Whatever the Buddha says, immediately the mind will follow. You don't have to struggle. And when the mind is fully given to that, indriyas will automatically be following whatever to be done and all. So this is what we have shown here. Evam buddhe param buddhva samstabhya atmanam atmana. That now by this study of scriptures or listening to lectures or reading or contemplating, first we discovered that there is something inside which is unchanging, unshakable, untainted. If you cannot discover also, there is no problem. You at least accept that there is such my real identity is like that. There is a science behind it. Suppose soul, we are always talking about Atma, Atma, Atma. We don't mind at all if the Atma does not exist. Why? Because by constantly thinking about an Atma which has these dimensions, what is the Atma? It is infinite, it is unfragmented, it is untainted, unchangeable, unaffected, universal. By constantly thinking about such a Atma, what will happen to your mind and intelligence? Those qualities will be imbued in that. When two balls, one is standing, another is running, it is hitting this ball, then the energy is taken by whatever you interact. You stay with an angry person, after 3 days you will find you have become angry. You stay with a peaceful person, you will find the peace has dawned, There is always an interaction of qualities. So suppose soul doesn't exist, such an Atma is not there. But we are constantly through the Shastras interacting with the concept of the Atma which has these dimensions. So all those dimensions will be imbued, will be absorbed by us. No? But fortunately, Atma is not unreality. It's a reality. It is the only reality. There is nothing else. It is only the Atma. But what I am saying is that this is the technique. This is the part of the science of our sadhana. So, by doing that, the viveka the intelligence anchored in inner voice I have written because these slides are made for different programs. Where people will object to Atma, we will call it inner voice. Where people will object to inner voice, we will call it Atma. So some small changes are made. It hardly matters. Then that will pull the mind from the corrupted, from the desires, raga, dvesha, etc. That mind will purify the senses and the physical. Then you will become master of the world. Because you will no longer be pulled and pushed by the world. Whatever the world situation is, you will be ready to accept it and work in it in your own manner. This is what is meant by yada drashtaram anupashyati gunebhyascha param veti. See, the three guna action is taking place in the body, mind, indriyas, intelligence, everything is under the clutch of the gunas. Whatever is in creation is under the clutch of the gunas. So what is transcending the gunas? This is the only concept which is transcending the gunas. The Atma is the consciousness, Atma, Brahman, that is the only which is not touched by the gunas at all. So it is not only that you don't see the karta behind whatever is being done, no other karta than the gunas. You also have to see that there is something transcending the gunas. Without that, it will not happen. Otherwise, you will become dull. Karta has gone, but your mind has not settled in anything. This is a common problem most of the sadhakas report. Swamiji, mind has become thoughtless. What am I to do? If it really becomes what we want you to become, then you will never ask, what am I to do? that question will not appear at all. But most of the sadhaks say that Swamiji, the thoughts are not there, mind becomes absolutely thoughtless. But after that, what? That means the mind is becoming thoughtless, but without the perception of the bodha. Bodha means the consciousness, that I-ness, amness, that bodha is the reality. Otherwise, thoughts are all jada, thoughts are inert. The mind is inert. The intelligence also is in a way inert, although they are functions of the consciousness. So, when mind is just becoming thoughtless, you will be left with shunya. You are not knowing that. Who is knowing this shunya? I am there. I, the consciousness, is still there. Who is knowing the no signal state of shunya? So there is no signal, so we are calling it shunya. So without that perception of that fundamental consciousness or I-ness or amness, which we call bodha. Bodha means the perception. The bodha means consciousness actually. Without that it will not give you. Similarly here also, na anyam gunebhya anyam kartaram na pashyati. Only that will not do. That karta is guna, guna guneshu vartanta. But you are missing yourself. Who is the seer, the witness of all the guna actions? The whole world, including your own body, mind, personality, is only a phenomena. Without you, it has no meaning at all. There is no consciousness anywhere. It will never know. You ask the computer or the AI robo what he is doing. He may do much more than a human being. Does he know what he is doing or not? Poor machines, they do not know. Our case also it is like that. Without that I, everything will become jada world. It will have no meaning at all. It is the I which is knowing the world, which is the important part. So gunebhyascha param veti, who comes to know that what is transcending the gunas. Similarly in 3.4243, the same thing. Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya param manha manasastu para buddhi yo buddhe paratastu saha, which is transcending the indriyas, mind, buddhi, all the created aspects of our being. Transcending all that is that consciousness. Evam buddhe param buddha, knowing that, understanding that. Not only that, getting anchored fully there. Samstabhya, atmanam atmana samstabhya. Jai shatrum mahabaho kamarupam durasatam. You can win over the desires or the ragadvesha. Then comes ragadvesha vijukta istu vishayan indriyescharan atmavasyair videya atma prasadam adhigacchati. Then you attain prasada, which is the ananda we are saying. In dukkha, sukha, always that prasada will be there. How? Because you are no longer vishaya bash. You are not under the clutch of the world or worldly situation or worldly object. But you are atmavash. Because you have discovered that. Yo buddhehe paratasusa, you have discovered. And you are fully anchored there. So you are no longer under the clutch of the world. You become master of the world without doing anything with the world. See, now I want to... These things we can mix from this chapter, that chapter, and this text, that text to confuse you thoroughly. But let me confuse you. Because many people have asked that how to get rid of the Sattva guna, bondage. The bondage created by Tamo guna, we are overcoming by inculcating Rajo guna and Sattva guna. Bondage created, the fragmented, desireful orientation created by Rajo guna, we are overcoming by cultivating more and more of Sattva guna, which gives a comprehensive vision of the oneness behind everything. But that Sattva guna is creating the bondage of Sukha Sangena Badnati Jnana Sangena Chanaga. How to get rid of that? Both Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam speak very clearly about it. In Bhagavad Gita, you come to the verse of Gunatita where it says, let us chant. This is another most important verse in 14th chapter. Mam chayo vyabhicharena
Mam chap yo vyabhichareena
bhakti yogena sevate
bhakti yogena sevate
sagunan samatityaitan
sagunan samatityaitan
brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
brahma bhuyaya kalpate.
See the second line, it says sa gunan samyak atitya. Saha etan gunan samyak atitya. He can transcend all these three gunas, that means the bondage created by the three gunas, samyak, very well. What does happen to him? Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. He attains the Brahmanhood. He identifies himself with no more with the gunas, with the Brahman, which is untouched by any change in the world, any of the guna functions. In the beginning, the first sloka we studied, it said that although this Atma is untouched by everything, but the bondage of the gunas create the delusion in us that we are bound to the Deha. Here they are saying, once this is done, then he transcends the bondages of all the three gunas and attains the Brahmanhood, or his identity, he shifts from the body-mind personality which is functioning with the gunas to the Brahman which is transcending all the gunas. Who? Maam cha yaha Abhyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevata. This is important, you underline 10 times. Abhyabhicharena. Vyabhichara means desultory. Our bhakti is generally desultory. We will go and get initiated by one guru. After some time we will not do any sadhana and think another person has come. Magically things are happening. So we will go to the second guru to get something from the blue. Because I have not done sadhana, that we will not remember. We will think that this guru, the new guru, is more powerful than the earlier guru. So again, because we don't want to do the sadhana, we want something to come from the sky, which never can happen, but we still are deluded because of our laziness, we believe that. So the second guru, then again that is not working. Somebody says that no, in some other thing you will attain the Shunyahood very soon, in 10 days. So go there, do again that. What is happening is, it's not the desultoriness has anything wrong. The wrong is in our mind that we are not sticking to anything one. So, abhyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. You have to have the devotion which is undesultory, which is undeviated, which is unshaking. One who does it, then he transcends the gunas and attains the identity with the Brahman. How does it happen? That means he has overcome the Sattva guna bondages also. Now, otherwise it will not happen. So how did it happen? Because this undesultory bhakti, the word is not coming. What it is called? That which bhakti doesn't get deviated. Unwavering bhakti. What does it mean? It means complete surrender. It means? What does surrender mean? No, Sharanagati is only the Sanskrit of surrender. Surrender means no complaint, not about the husband or wife, about the government or about anything. Surrender means a total refuge. Whatever comes to me, I will accept. Why did Bhagavan give me this? The other person did not do anything. He is flourishing and I am suffering. Nothing. If the Bhagavan puts you into great danger, accept it as given by the Bhagavan and happily go walk into the death. Happily walk into death even. That is surrender. Whatever comes, expectation, non-expectation is the button there. I don't expect anything at all. Even for advanced sadhakas also. Getting up in the morning, the mind is not becoming cheerless. Look into the mind, find out why it is cheerless today. Oh, today I have to scold a disciple. I don't like to do it. So you don't like to do something which you dislike to do, that means you are expecting not to face that. Otherwise, get up cheerfully, scold cheerfully, send away cheerfully, kill cheerfully. Whatever to be done, you have to do cheerfully. So surrender is the last word in spiritual sadhana, and the easiest path and the most difficult path. So Swamiji always say, only a hero can become a zero. It needs great courage that I am ready to accept anything happening over there. So this abhyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate, Bhagavad Gita says, that it is by such complete surrender, abhyavicharini bhakti, you can overcome the bondage created by sattva guna also. Because what is it? When you are meditating, if a person comes with something, let meditation remain where it is, let me attend to it. Or suppose you have come to the ashram to study shastras and do meditation, and your guru asked to construct buildings only. And throughout, from early morning to night, you only construct building, water the concrete and hit the concrete and remain engaged, so that no, even not 15 minutes time to read the shastras or meditate. What is wrong? Nothing. That is what the surrender is. Without referring to me, I am saying, because I know it is. So surrender means, many people have different ideas. Came to the ashram, so I thought I will be helping in writing books. Have you got the required mastery in editing our articles that you are thinking that you will be writing books? You have to learn what it is to write a book. We are not writers or authors, we are only helping people to get over certain things. So our aim is not to write books or articles. Our aim is to help people, giving them some guidance or so wherever possible, in the best manner possible. So if you come with an expectation, will your expectation be served? So when you are coming to the ashram, you have to get over your likes and dislikes, raga dvesha. You should not have any concept about your sadhana, what sadhana you are going to do. When you go and take initiation from the guru, the only attitude which will make your sadhana fastest is that I don't know where lies my auspicious goal. Oh Guru, you know the path. You take me where I am supposed to go. I don't know anything. If you can bring it down to your level, to your deepest level, such a surrender, immediately you will have nirvikalpa samadhi. No time is necessary. The surrender will be followed by this, but nobody is able to do generally. So that is what they are saying. Sattva guna bondage you can overcome only by surrender. Whether it is jnana sangha or sukha sangha, sattvika sukha sangha, that also you should be ready to sacrifice. Listen what Bhagavatam says. This also you can chant. Nissango mam bhajet vidvan.
Nissango mam bhajet vidvan.
Apramatto jitendriyaha.
Apramatto jitendriyaha.
Rajastamascha
Rajastamascha
Sattva samsevaya munihi.
Sattva samsevaya munihi.
Munihi means a person who ruminates, who is given to the inner sadhana. Nissangaha mam bhajet vidwan, a vidwan munihi, leaving all sangha, all attachment to everything, becoming jitendriyaha, he is not a slave to his indriyas also. Apramattaha, we are always suffering from inattention. He is not. Rajas tamas chabhijayat. Being like that, he has to overcome the bondage created by the Rajoguna and Tamoguna. By what? Sattva samsevaya. Samsevaya means samyak sevaya. That means very well cultivating Sattva guna. So, to overcome the bondage created by Rajoguna and Tamoguna, a Vidwan Muni becoming Nissanga will cultivate as much as possible very well Sattva guna to get over the Rajoguna and Tamoguna. There is a lot of trouble in having height of Sattva, that we have not read all the shlokas. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasha upajayate jnanam yada tada vidvan sattvam. What is it? That is, when the Sattva guna is enhanced, all the indriyas of the body, dwara of the body, they will become luminous, brilliant with knowledge. Your sensitivity will reach far and wide, depending on the Sattva guna. More Sattva guna means more sensitive. If the instrument is more sensitive, can you handle it roughly? So there is every scope of getting damaged everywhere. Suppose you are heightened Sattva guna and you are traveling somewhere. Right in front there is a truck where the buffaloes or cows are taken for slaughter. They cannot even move their head. That so many have been packed in that. You are seeing constantly, if you move, you cannot overtake also. You have to see that vision. Can you understand the torture, the pain you will have? And the more Sattva guna you have cultured, so much will be the pain. Seeing the world, everything will make you painful. And you will know everything you don't have to know always by going there. The perception becomes so sharp, so sensitive, that everything, all informations will come to you. So it becomes really difficult to bear with heightened Sattva guna. So it is in a way a fortune, because that itself will pressurize you to go become gunatita. No, nothing you will have to do. The solace, the solution lies in becoming gunatita. By becoming great sattvika, becoming a height of sattva guna cultivating, you cannot live in this world. You better go to the forest and live in an hermitage there without where. There also you will have trouble, as Valmiki had. Vyadha. But that pain came out as Ramayana. Everything has got some good effect. So it is a compulsion to overcome the Sattva guna. Now go to the next verse of Bhagavatam. Sattvam chabhijayet yukto.
Sattvam chabhijayet yukto.
Nairapekshena shantadhi.
Nairapekshena shantadhi.
Sattvam chabhijayet yukto.
Sattvam chabhijayet yukto.
Nairapekshena shantadhi.
नैरपेक्ष्येण शान्तधीः
सम्पद्यते गुणैर्मुक्तो
सम्पद्यते गुणैर्मुक्तो
जीवो जीवं विहाय माम्.
जीवो जीवं विहाय माम्.
He says clearly that after winning over the Rajoguna and Tamoguna by cultivating Sattva Guna, he says Sattvam cha abhijayet yuktaha. A person who is yuktaha, to the anchored in the truth, he gets over the bondage created by the Sattva Guna by becoming nirapeksha. Nirapeksha means non-expecting, means surrender. Sharanagati, nirapeksha, all are same. By that what happens? Sampadyate gunair muktaha. He becomes liberated from the bondage created by the gunas. He gets liberated. Then what happens? Jivam vihaya, jivaha, jivam vihaya, mam sampadyate. Jivaha, when we are small, the consciousness is expressing in association with the body-mind complex, then that same Atma is called Jiva, because it's a fragmented manifestation of the Atma, small constricted manifestation of the Atma. So normally we feel I am a Jiva. So he says by this non-expectation what happens? Jivam vihaya, jivaha jivam vihaya mam sampadyate. That jivatva, that constriction as the small entity, by transcending that, mam sampadyate, he becomes like me. He attains me. Are you beautiful language? Jivaha jivam vihaya mam sampadyate. We are jivaha, we are constricted people. Our jivatva we transcend, become like Krishna, his Baba. By what? By winning over the bondage created by the Sattva Guna, so that we become Trigunatita. The consciousness is the only thing which is not affected by the three gunas, which is transcending the three gunas. The discussion can go on endlessly on this, and there are very, very interesting points after that, because our Chaturvarna and all are coming from this three guna concept. We will not discuss. Let it remain for if any time again we come here or the same topic is taken. Now, whatever questions you have, you can give me. So, three things you should remember. One is this 14th chapter connected to 18th chapter, to know that what are the sukha and jnana of the three gunas. That you get from the 18th chapter. Sattvika jnana, sattvika sukha, rajasika jnana, rajasika sukha, tamasa jnana, tamasa sukha, all this. Then the other thing, to know that transcendental truth, which is beyond the three gunas. We have to go to the 3rd chapter, 24th and 25th. Yo Indriyani paranyahu, indriyebhya paran, 42 and 43. No? Yo paratastu saha, which is beyond the buddhi. Knowing that, you can transcend the effect of the gunas or all the limited constriction we are suffering from. And we have also taken from Bhagavatam as well as Bhagavad Gita that surrender is the way to get rid of the ultimate bondage created by the Sattva Guna.
So, to remove the Sattva bondage, if we cultivate a perspective and perception of non-doership, and recognize that the body, mind, personality is only an interaction of the three gunas, and then secondly, we also understand and we can perceive the I amness that transcends the gunas, the question is
Now, the main thing you have forgotten, to transcend the bondages created by Sattva guna, you have to
surrender.
be ready to surrender the jnana and sukha which is resulting from the Sattva guna.
Okay, correct.
That is the practical thing.
Right. The practical side is surrendering, and which you even simplify to almost having no expectations,
No expectation
of anything. So if we're able to cultivate that, I have a question: does the feeling of doership dissolve, or do you simply learn to recognize that feeling and not identify with it?
If you can identify, the doership will go. Feeling of doership will go.
It will go, okay. Because generally we are all feeling some doership. I did this.
Certainly,
I did this.
that is the all spiritual sadhana, to get rid of the doership.
Yes, so the feeling will actually dissolve then.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's what I
But
want.
it will
Just
not
practical.
that when you are eating, you will say that no, I am not eating.
No,
That
no.
is, you know, there is no question of saying that I am not doing or anything.
Right.
But you will not identify with that. You know that it's the guna guneshu vartanta iti
Right.
matva.
Because we all have this subtle, it's
So
a
what
subtle
will,
feeling.
in practice, what will happen
Yes.
is that guna guneshu vartante iti matva na sajjate. The whole Bhagavad Gita is to treat sangha. That is clinging to what I like and hating what I dislike. That sangha will go.
Okay. And
You will, when you see that it is a phenomena going on, and my body, mind, personality also has got some qualities and all, according to that it is doing whatever is to be done. You will do in a very free, delightful manner whatever to be done. And Bhagavad Gita goes to the extent of saying, Shubham vapi ashubham vapi, in Yoga Vasishta, tasya cheshta hi balavat. He becomes like that. That normally when we have to do something is readily ashubha, it appears to be, we have resistance. A good people will not like to do it. But a transcendental person will be ready to do ashubha also, apparently ashubha. That is what Arjuna did. He killed his own grandfather. It is one of the greatest sin, is it not? And Krishna is asking him to kill the grandfather. You kill, you kill, you kill. Is it not ashubha karma? Only by transcending that he will be able to do it, when the fact that they know that it is for the good of the society and the ultimate benefit of the society. Others will not be able to do, because they think that I am getting into the Mahapapa, as Arjuna thought earlier. Is it clear?
yes, and the other little small question is that when the reason that we each have different sort of raga dvesha is it's coming because we each have different gunas in us.
See, the
right?
very basis of creation is variety. If the variety is not there, there won't be any creation. Even the zero spin particles, bosons and all, if you leave them, they will all merge together because they are identical. Identical particles cannot stay separately.
Oh.
So the very basis of creation is difference. Without that, there is no meaning. If two Krishnans are standing there, how do you differentiate? How will they function? At least spatial difference is there. One is standing here, another is standing there. Identical has no existence.
Okay, thank you.
Pranam Swamiji. Could you explain how a thoughtless mind can connect with the Bodha?
Top class.
A thoughtless.
Thoughtless mind.
A thoughtless mind can connect with the Bodha or the consciousness. Because I thought I'm still working on trying to
I'll
be...
tell you.
Yeah.
Is the only question?
That was my main question.
See, when suppose I am seeing this microphone. Where is the microphone appearing to be? In the consciousness. So, first of all, the sea or the space of consciousness, that conscious space is already there. There the small microphone is appearing. But when this is appearing, my focus is on I am seeing the microphone. I miss the conscious space, the ocean. Suppose mother's thought has come in my mind. Immediately the focus is What happens to mother, whether she is there or not, or whatever. Focus is on the thought which has, the wave which has appeared in the sea of consciousness. But we miss the sea. Now, when there is no thought, should we miss the sea or we feel the sea as full? It is filling the whole, there is nothing other than the sea at all. But we happen to miss the sea only, don't disturb. It's such a great truth, so you should listen to it. Leave all your work. It is our tendency, our notorious tendency to see, to look for always small, small things. Because of that, we are not knowing the truth. That sea of consciousness is always there. Any thought appearing there, we run after that. Rasgulla, death, birth. Those are all small, small things appearing in that sea of consciousness. And every time we are missing the sea of the consciousness. So when there is no thought, no appearance in that consciousness at all, which is happening in samadhi, that is no thought state, then should you miss the sea or be full with the sea of consciousness? That is called the bodha. So any samadhi without the bodha will not give you the knowledge, will not relieve you, will not liberate you. This was the main argument between the Buddhist and Shankaracharya. Buddhist means by that time Buddha was not there. What was believed to be that they are shunyavadis. That in samadhi there is shunya, there is nothing. Shankaracharya says, how do you say there is nothing? You are there, that is why you are saying nothing. That means you are always looking at the world, that world is not there, but it is full with you. That defeated the whole Buddhist concept. What are you saying? Who was saying something?
But when your mind is thoughtless, shouldn't that automatically translate to being surrounded by the Buddha? I mean, being in.
What is the automatic, how can I say? If you can get rid of your tendency to look for small, then it will be automatic. But we are so lobby, so greedy. That is, we always want to enjoy something from the world. As long as the tendency to enjoy is there, it will not happen. That is why we say the moment we get the joy of the soul, suppose just before this realization, you get filled with ananda. That is the anandamaya sharira, we say. What do we call it? Anandamaya sharira. No? In Taittiriya we were koshana. Purushaha. Anandamaya purushaha. So, the moment we get it, we think that I am enjoying the bliss. So that means you and the bliss are separate. So again you are getting caught by every day, next day. Oh, today I did not get, tomorrow I will try. 1 month you try, you will not get, then leave meditation. We are always trying to enjoy the world. World is always fragmented, always small. As long as our tendency to enjoy something different from me, I am telling even more truer sense. That is, we are trying to enjoy something different from the self. How can you know the self? Because you are looking for something different from the self. Some people deludedly say that I have known the self, but it is different from me. How can the self be different from you? So as long as you are looking for something different from myself, how can you know the self? This is the trouble. People are not able to get rid of it because of the desire. That is why all the Upanishads at the end, they don't speak about Atma or Brahman, they speak only about desirelessness. Yada sarve pramuchyante, yada sarve prabhidyante, hridayasyeha granthayaha, athamatyo amrito bhavati, atra brahma samashnute. He says, atra brahma samashnute. Here itself, in this life, in this world, he eats Brahman. He completely gets absorbed in Brahman in this life itself. When? Yada sarve pramuchyante hridayasyeha grandhaya. When the desires lurking in the heart are all dissolved, all gone. It is the desire which is making us look for something different from me. The day it falls, we will be happy with the self. We will no longer look for anything different. Our Bhagavad Gita, the main discovery is that we are born with abhava bodha, insufficiency. Because all of us are looking for happiness. You see, why are you doing it? Any work you say, ultimately that will make me happy. I will get some money, I will look after my family. So what will happen? If my family is happy, I will become happy. Is it not the last point? The result is I will become happy. We are looking for happiness from the world. Has ever anybody become happy by anything, getting anything from the world? That we never think of. Why are we looking for happy, Krishnan will ask. Why should we look for happiness? Because the Atma's self-parameter is happiness. Ananda is the self-parameter of the truth, of Atma, of Brahman. So, the moment we become small, we are missing it. We want to get back, regain that heaven. Our Shastras describe beautifully many stories that basically this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, these are also coming from, I did not discuss that, but there is time, I can tell you. That basically it is avidya or ignorance which is covering up the knowledge. Now what is the knowledge? That I am not small, limited by the body-mind personality. I am all embracing universal self. This is the knowledge. The moment this identity is covered, then we become small immediately. And we start running after things, running away from things. The whole trouble comes. So, our Shastras say that this avidya or ignorance has got two fangs, like the cobra. One is called avarana shakti, that means covering, which covers up our real identity. The other is called vikshepa shakti. The moment the real identity is covered up, we start running after other things because the real identity is all embracing. So who will run after whom? In Brihadaranyaka it is very well discussed. Who will run after whom? Who will be fearful of whom? There is no fear, no attraction, no repulsion at all. Everything is I. Sarvatra Atma. Everything is I. The moment that is gone and I have become small, then I look for joy, for this, for that. Why joy? Because that joy is the coordinate of which we have lost by becoming small. The moment the covering agent, the avarana shakti has made us small, forgetting our real identity, we have lost the joy. The ananta, the joy remains with the ananta. Yesterday also I have discussed. Joy is part of the infinitude. The moment that infinitude, unboundedness is gone, we are becoming dukkha, we are becoming dukkhi. We are losing that joy. So we try to find out that joy. So then we run after, initially maybe after some food, thereafter some games, thereafter some first rank in the school, thereafter some girl or other partner, thereafter some children, thereafter some grandchildren, or before that is the position in the office, in the profession, money, etc. सब कुछ हो गया, 65 हो गया, फिर re-employment, thinking that will give me joy. But if joy was coming from any of this, acquiring anything like that, would not people have been joyous in the world? But why are we looking for the joy? Because we have lost that joy, which is our self-parameter. Is it right to say parameter? The self-coordinate. That is our property, the property of the soul. That is our natural, spontaneous treasure. But we have lost it. So we look for regaining that treasure. That is why we do that. And the Shastras are calling us repeatedly, how long will you play, my dear son? Where will you play? What will you get from the world? Come back to my lap. Be happy here itself. But we are all naughty boys and girls, never listening to the Shruti Mata, we say. We never listening to her. The day we come back, we discover, all along I have been running around for nothing. I've got back this. Which is our property, which is our spontaneous, our natural heritage. Is it clear? Yes. So go and run around other things in the world now. Oh, the questions are there. Huh? What do you mean handwriting? Let me see. So many I will have time, I don't know. Achha, the first question is how best to deal with physical pain. Many friends and myself sometimes suffer from pain due to accidents, illness, etc. See, it is very dangerous to deal with the physical pain, but it can be. Our Ramakrishna mission, is it our... hey, Aravindan? Who that operation related? Who did the operation without any... No, Ramakrishna mission. Turyananda, Master of Turyananda. So a carbuncle or something was there which was operated upon. The doctor asked him, he said that you need not give me anesthesia, you can do it. The doctor operated and he was all right. So for the dressing, they came again after 2 days or so, the redressing that way. And that day he was sitting and the doctor just removed the previous dressing. He shouted like anything. Ah! So he got doctor said that, Swamiji, that day I did the operation and you did not produce any reaction at all. How is it that I have only removed the last stage? You did not tell me that you were going to do it. Should you not tell me? You suddenly pulled it. So it can be controlled like that. But the fact is that one person had completely got rid of the pain by applying his mind, so that the doctors themselves said that it is very dangerous, because where in your body the disease will creep in, you will never know. If you eliminate the pain is a savior. The pain tells us where to do what. So it is not right to apply any spiritual force to get rid of the pain. You can bear the pain, the spirituality will definitely give you some. But getting rid of the pain like that, so many anesthesias are there, so many painkillers are there to the extent possible, and if it is needed, there is no cure, it is better to take to that. Or bear with the pain. We need not be so much. Unless the pain is severe, we can bear with the pain also. What is Nabada Bhakti? Nabadha. Nine divided Bhakti. I don't know. That's ask Swamiji, I don't know. No, I have not read Bhagavatam, I don't know. Some shlokas I know, but not all. But any bhakti, whatever it is, the ultimate is surrender. Sharanagati is the last word in bhakti. Bhakti means Sharanagati. Anubrajami aham nityam puyayeti ngrirenubhihi. What is the first line? Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam samadarshanam Bhagavatam. Anubrajamyaham nityam puyayeti angrinenubhihi. He says, the Bhagavan is saying that the rare devotee who is completely surrendered, nirapeksha, who does not have any expectation at all. Bhagavan says, I follow that devotee, not the devotee follows me. I follow that devotee so that I can purify myself with the padarenu, with the dust of his feet. Bhagavan says. That means it is such a rare condition of a devotee to become Sharanagati, to have complete total surrender, to have no expectation at all. Puyayeti angrirenubhi. It is written by the poet, but the fact is that he is expressing that this is the greatness and rarity of this kind of devotion. Are the following steps in sadhana the correct sequence? Acceptance of Atma and its dimensions. Number 2, anchored in the Atma, purify the buddhi. 3, use purified buddhi to purify the mind, interaction sadhana. Equanimity to sukha, dukkha, results of actions. 4, use purified mind to purify senses. The way we discussed today, it is fine. Who is this? Your name is Narayana. How did it become Sri Ram? Sri Ram Narayana.
So the second step, Swami,
You
use we accept.
anchored in the Atma, purify the buddhi.
So first step is we have to accept the existence of the Atma. That is the
Two things are there. By the kripa of the Guru, by the grace of the Guru, you can right in the beginning experience the Atma also. It is not forbidden or it's not a rare happening. It can happen. That is, once you have the experience of the Atma, it's a great discovery because you can apply that memory of that experience every time to do. But if you do not have that experience also, it doesn't matter. You accept from the Shastras and the statements. Shraddha.
in the Guru and the
Yeah.
That is the first step. Second step, if you accept that, the second step is you said use that anchoring to purify the buddhi. So can you please explain?
That is what I was saying. Suppose you are behaving in a selfish manner. The buddhi will say the Atmic dimension is not constricted. You have to get rid of the selfishness. So initially the mind will not agree. There will be a lot of revolt from the mind, from the senses and all that.
But you have to recognize the selfishness in the action.
You have to. That buddhi has to do. That has to be done. Without that you cannot be a sadhak. Without that you will only do puja and remain happy with that.
So that delusion says I'm acting from correct motives. But actually the hidden motive is...
By satsanga, by listening to the people, reading the shastras will give you that viveka. That much of viveka will come from there.
So that is not going to come through the transactional sadhana. It is the application of the buddhi to all our actions. We have to...
That is interaction and sadhana only. Whenever the buddhi is active, it is, call it interaction, non-interaction, doesn't matter, but it is the sadhana.
So by cultivating the samatvam towards raga dvesha and the results of the action, does that result in this purification of the buddhi?
Samatva buddhi cultivation itself is great. How will you cultivate?
No, that we know.
No.
When the mind says, I want this, I want that, and I'm unhappy with this, I'm unhappy.
Similarly, you will know that I am becoming selfish here. I have to. Samatva buddhi is part of that thinking. Whenever the samatva is gone, suppose it is sense organ related non-samatva, then you should find out that, well, it is now necessary for my body, I should not take it, and I should take B, I should not take A. Now, should we not train our indriyas also to be happy with whatever is decided? Like that, the sadhana can start any level.
All these actions, desires are prompted through the vasanas. Vasanas are very powerful.
Desires and vasanas are same.
Yeah, tendencies. I'm using vasana as meaning tendency. They are very, very powerful, extremely powerful.
Don't get scared by thinking that the vasana is powerful. You have much greater power. Your mind, your intelligence has supreme power. With that, you can easily remove any vasana. Let us know that and activate that, then we will be able to. We are not we are not harnessing the unlimited power we have within. That is why the CIRD name was given by Swamiji. So we should not be scared that we will not be able to win over the vasana. Bhagavad Gita clearly says that, just now I read that 35. Hey, 45 now.
There's still many questions. I don't know how to. Maybe we can email some of the answers to them.
No, I will finish.
How?
15 minutes are there. I can make it long, I can make it short.
You can't make it long.
To be contented and be happy, practicing the concept, don't compare, helps. Please comment on this concept. Thank you. To be contented and be happy, practicing the concept, don't compare. Why are you trying to specify so much? Make it so narrow, straight jacket like sadhana. Why? It's not necessary. Keep your mind wide. Sadhana, we have been speaking on so many aspects of sadhana. Take to anyone or all of them and go ahead with it. Why don't compare is the only thing. It's nothing compared to the whole sadhana we have to do. Whatever constricts the mind, whatever makes the mind heavy, cheerless, jealous, competitive, everything has to be removed. And why should you? Because whatever you are a product of nature. Whatever you can do, nature has created, you will be able to do. Provided your mind is free of desire, free of anxiety, free of fear. These things are not allowing us to perform to our best capability. If the mind is fearless, if the mind is peaceful, if the mind is calm and unagitated by any desires, then we will be always performing at its maximum efficiency. And that is what one human being can do. Why compare with A, B, C? Each has got its own capacity and one's own field. Try to think in a very wide manner, not so narrow. Please elaborate mapping Sattva, Rajas, Tamas to 3 modes of energy. Tamas, inertia, potential energy. No. Rajas, change, kinetic energy. Sattva, reveal, discern. Then what this energy is? Ramana. Who is this? What is the sattva energy then? Again, all of you are trying to put things, whatever we are saying, try to absorb it fully what we are trying to transmit. If you compare with your earlier read something, earlier formula and all, you won't get what we are trying to transmit. It is better to be zero and immediately grasp whatever is coming. Mapping on to earlier concepts will take place automatically, those who are given to that. But don't try to map whatever we are saying to already the concepts you know. Then you will not get the full potential of the concepts we are trying to present. Is it okay? That's a correction in our listening. Mostly people have the problem. Why do we trace birth and die? Why do we take birth and die? That I never takes birth, never dies. That is what we have been discussing, all three of us, these 3 days. It's like so-called God is someone who makes people slaves to the consciousness. Who is this, Bimala? Huh? Not there? No, this is again, you are not listening to what we are saying. I didn't sign up to be born. Nobody has signed up to be born. Why this bloody existence? Commit suicide. Why bloody existence you are living? And the universe exists. Universe you cannot do anything, but your life you can take. Who is this? I have been very harsh in don't commit suicide, Baba. Miru all are done. If everything is I, how do you hold the body? Death becomes universal I. Huh? Our body. Is there reincarnation? Reincarnation and all, why don't you listen to the YouTube? I have more than one recorded version because in Malaysia people are very much interested in asking again and again about rebirth and reincarnation and all. So I spoke quite a few times, then finally 3rd or 4th time I said that I will not speak anymore. It will be recorded and put in the YouTube. You please listen to that, and if there are further questions, come back. Nobody has come back after that. So it's there in the YouTube, you can read. Because it's a very common and it needs lot of discussion. It will at least need another 1 or 2 classes to give some clarity. It should be, if it is understood, it should be understood clearly. To tell you in brief, it is the religious concept of rebirth which is given for bridling the society on the auspicious path. It's a model given in a very simple form. If you want to understand the truth, then there is no such one-to-one correspondence as it is given in the theory of rebirth, at least if it is there. And the rest of it you can listen to I have discussed quite a lot on this. Prabuddham vimuktam vikaradihinam prasannam sada nityabodhaswarupam param nishchalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranomi. Prabuddham vimuktam vikaradihinam prasannam sada nityabodhaswarupam nishchalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranomi.